I just remind you, we are only 7 months into this coalition government, and I take my hat off, literally, to the students and the young people that have raising student fees to £9,000 a year. A 300% increase is disgusting and disgraceful and will destroy the hopes of the next generation who want to go to university. I've just come from a debate in Parliament about the educational maintenance allowance. This allowance, maximum £30 a week, is an absolute lifeline to poorer families, to persuade their youngsters to stay on in school, to go to college, to be ready to go on to university. It instead is going to be cut and a sum of money, unknown total, handed over to the principals and head teachers, unknown what terms, to decide, unknown who, gets this benefit in the future. It is the wrong way of doing it. The EMA has worked. The EMA has helped this generation into college and into higher education. Don't take it away. We've got the next thing, is the health service and the NHS. I love the NHS. We marched, we met, we worked, we petitioned, we demonstrated. We stopped the closure of the casualty unit at the Whittington. We saved that hospital. But they're now handing over access to the NHS to GPs, who themselves are private contractors to the NHS. I'm not critical of GPs for their work as GPs and the excellent work that they do. But it is not their job to decide how 80% of NHS money is spent. I want a public involvement and a public control of publicly employed staff who decide on that. That is called accountability, not running away from the issue, which is what this government is doing. And by restricting the growth of NHS expenditure, it takes no account of the increasing costs in the NHS. The cuts are on their way, the redundancies are on their way in the health service. Another reason why this coalition government is not just wrong, but totally dishonest. We are the 4th poorest borough in London, the 8th poorest in the whole country, despite what the Evening Standard property pages may say about us. The housing benefit cuts will drive people out of our borough, drive people out of private rented accommodation because it will become too expensive for the levels of housing benefit. The cuts now thrown at our council and our local authority will do so much damage to the valuable work done in social services, in housing, in advice, in education, all the areas that are so crucial to lifting people out of poverty and turning this society into a better society. I want to live in Britain, proud of its NHS, proud of its post service, proud of its social services and proud of our welfare state. The longer this shower remain dishonestly in government on a programme that nobody voted for and a policy that nobody voted for, the worse it's going to get. Our marches, our meetings, our demonstrations are part and parcel of that fight back. It's already working. Build, develop and organise the resistance against the cuts. Likewise, that's happening in Europe, and I agree with Jane on this. We need international meetings and international demonstrations. But let's make the 26th of March the biggest ever demonstration in British history for a decent social society, for a decent welfare state, and for a civilised Britain.
Stop